engaging, educating, and empowering program planned for you today. We have the good fortune to have two of the young, brave Iranian women who have stepped out the plate and representing us very well in the global community and specifically here in the United States. The two young women are twin sisters, Anna and Aida V. Eskamani. Yes, they're beautiful twins. The Honorable Anna V. Eskamani is the first Iranian to become an assemblywoman in state of Florida, Sunshine State. Yes, there they are. Hi, ladies. I'm not sure if you can see me, but I'm here. Prior to that, Anna served as the Senior Director of Public Affairs and Communications for Planned Parenthood of Southwest and Central Florida. She's known across the nation as an advocate for women's health and equality. Please welcome the Honorable Anna V. Eskamani.
Hello.
Together with Anna June, we have Aida V. Eskamani, who played a key role in her twin sister's successful campaign. She currently facilitates statewide and local public policy efforts for several progressive organizations in Florida, including Organized Florida, New Florida Majority and Florida Immigrant Coalition, and she previously has served as Chief of Staff to Florida House Representative Carlos Guillermo Smith. Welcome. Don't we love technology because it solves so many problems? I have a tech background, so I love this happening here because, things happen in life. So due to Anna's schedule at Florida Assembly and considering flight delays due to unusual weather pattern, it was determined that traveling to lovely California, who also has now unpredictable weather these days, it was best that we did this virtually. So it feels like you're here, so welcome. And my dear friend, Sudi June Faroukhia, she's going to moderate this special, yes, round of applause, Sudi, who's been working nonstop. I don't think she has had much sleep organizing this. Who herself was recently appointed delegate to the California State Democratic Party. Please help me welcome Sudi June to moderate this lovely conversation.
Hi, everyone. It's so exciting to be here.
So today, since unfortunately we could not have these lovely sisters present here, so you couldn't hug them, you couldn't take pictures with them, we thought that you should have the opportunity to at least we get engaged with them. So after I ask some questions, moderated question, you will have an opportunity to also ask some questions from the audience. All right, let's go. All right, so Anna June, first of all, I want to congratulate you for writing your first bill, and I think it passed.
It did, yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Wonderful. You're on the right track. So your bio indicates that you have held prestigious and strategic positions. Can you tell our audience why did you get involved in these organizations? And as importantly, how did you find your way in that sphere?
That's a fantastic question. And thank you again, Sudi, June, and everyone for inviting us to join you through Skype. Our foundation is very much grounded in Iranian women. I think many people know that our mom passed away to cancer when we were 13 years old. our parents came from two different parts of Iran, but they met in Florida, and we were working class. So our parents worked hard their entire lives, sacrificing for us to be able to, go to college and really advocate for families like ours. And so my passion for women's issues in particular was very much grounded in losing our mom at a young age, because when we lost our mom, I actually started reading literature by Iranian women for Iranian women to get a better understanding of our struggles, but not just our struggles, but of the power and strength of Iranian women. And that inspired me every day to want to do more to support women and girls here in the United States and abroad. And that was really my beginning, to identifying feminism and really understanding the issues that impact women and girls each and every day.
Yeah. What about you? How did you get involved?
It's similar. Anna and I both got involved. Our first kind of activism ever was actually regarding Iran and human rights. We were both at the University of Central Florida in Orlando, and it was around when the Green Revolution was happening. And so
2009.
Her and I launched a petition campaign. It was all about student solidarity, about American students standing in solidarity with Iranian students, because we know so much of the movement in Iran has often been rooted in young people and young women. And so that's really how we kind of first got engage in activism, kind of cut our teeth in this work. And so we both wrote undergraduate theses around Iran.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Our parents raised us with so much pride in our people, and also they never shied away from sharing their struggle and our people's struggle. And so for Anna and I, it's always been very much ingrained in the work that we do. And for us, our parents sacrificed everything to allow us to live the American dream. And so we have sort of manifested that into doing whatever we can to help marginalized people.
Life is nothing without art within it. Don't you all agree? I mean, art of all forms. We started with music. I love dancing, for those of you who follow me, and visual arts are exceptional. So today, if you haven't had a chance to visit the beautiful, wonderful gallery that's been put up here, please do so. But all this great work that you see here has been curated by Mrs. Hanieh Mohammad Bagher, a talented artist herself. She presented her work 2 years ago at ICWIN's event and quickly was considered a sister within the circle. So thank you so much for being part of the group and your contributions. She has done a wonderful job reaching out to various artists who are presenting their work here today. All of their information is in this beautiful booklet that's been presented to you. So I wanted to take a moment and recognize all of them. So as I say their names, please join me on stage. Mustafa Khabas, please come on stage. Shahla June Sepehre Bibi, she's our wonderful, dedicated photographer and talented photographer and one of the steering committee members here at ICWIN. Shirin Daghouqi, درست گفتم؟ Daghouqi. Susan Mohammadi, Salume Mirian, Hanieh Jan, Hanieh Mohammad Bagher, Fahime Shamsapur, Kamelia Shojai, Chloe Tishby, Nicole Tishby, sisters, duo. And we also have, yes, round of applause for all of their beautiful white outfits. I love it. We also have 2 art pieces that have been donated by Kathy Metz to one of our co-sponsoring organizations, Iranian Children's Rights Society, which was founded by Ms. Mahdoukh Sanati. Proceeds will support educational aid to bright but less fortunate children.
In December of 2017, Vida Movahed expressed her objection by standing on public benches and raised platforms while peacefully waving her veil on a stick. Dozens of other women have followed suit. These brave ladies were soon referred to as the Girls of the Revolution. Despite being harassed, arrested, and imprisoned, many Iranian women continue to fight for the freedom to dress how they choose, and they exhibit their objection to compulsory hijab by unveiling.
من و خانم جزنی بلند شدیم رفتیم در دادگستری. در اولین تظاهرات ما بودیم که سخنرانی کردیم. دیگه اولین تظاهرات زنان بود علیه نظام خمینی و واقعا داشت میلرزوند. بلند شدم رفتم توی سالن ورزشی دانشگاه گفتم آقا تظاهرات دیگه نکنیم، الان وقت تظاهرات نیست. یعنی چی؟ یعنی وحدت کلمه که خمینی میگه دیگه. و تظاهرات زنان من برهم زدن. همه آمدن گفتن خانم ناطق چرا این کار میکنی؟ این درست نخواهد شد. این سرکوب بیشتر من استرداد کردم به سازمان گفتم نه این درست نیست و فلان این چیزا. با اینکه خودم ته دلم باور نشد و این خیانت رو به زنان ایران من باعث شدم، بانی شدم در اون. رفته بودم اونجا حیوانی ها اصلا شعار نداشتم بدم، برای اینکه همش منتظر این بودن که الان فدایی ها میان، الان مجاهدین میان، الان این نیروهای رزمنده میان به اینها شعار میدن، اینا رو حمایت میکنن. هی این روسریاشون این بالای سرشون میچرخوندن به این امید که الان خلاصه از غیب برون آید و کاری بکند و اینا. هیچ کس نرفت، هیچ کس از این نیروها نرفتن. تو روزنامه کار زنان نوشتن که اینا همه طرفداران بختیار بودن که رفتن، اینا ضد انقلابی ان، اینا لیبرالن، حجاب در این جامعه مطرح نیست، مهم نیست. منم پا به پا که آقا مهم نیست، پتو سرمون میکنه اصلا قرار بشه آزاد. اصلا بدون اینکه فکر کنم که اون کسی که به من میگه چگونه بپوش همان خواهد بود که من میگه چگونه بیاندیش.
Thousands of women across Iran came together to celebrate International Women's Day in 1979. We were 4 French women who spent a week with Iranian women in their marches, sit-ins, and meetings. Many of us in Paris, Lyon, Bordeaux, and Marseille did as much as we could to introduce the movement of Iranian women to the world. We reflected the women's movement on a daily basis. We, members of the Movement for Liberation of Women in France, declare that when Iranian women come to the scene of movement, it indicates freedom and emancipation for women around the world. Chants of women are, I say it every moment, I say it under the torture, either death or freedom. Freedom is not Eastern nor Western, it is universal. Death to censorship. In the dawn of freedom, the place of women is empty. Revolution is meaningless without women's freedom. We do not want hijab. The police tried to disperse the crowd by firing bullets in the air.
Yesterday's demonstration was the nearest thing to an anti-Khomeini rally yet. The imposition of Islamic law here has started with an order to women to cover their heads in government offices. Many are furious. Only a minority in Tehran already follow the instruction. But the issue has provided an escape valve for many of the men here who for days have been spoiling for trouble. Led by a few Islamic zealots, several hundred men eventually attacked the protesters. Several of the women who stood their ground with considerable courage were stabbed as they chanted slogans for equal rights. Most of these men can be relied upon to have a gun at home, and if they can't persuade the women and other sectors who oppose extremist Islamic beliefs, then the danger is that they will bring their weapons out onto the street and that there will be bloodshed again. Moments later, guns actually did appear. The order was eventually restored by a mullah who had expressed no sympathy for the women's position. Ayatollah Khomeini is determined to see an Islamic state at all costs. Resistance to it is already growing. With no impartial policing, the split in the revolution is already open and threatens to become wider and more dangerous. Jon Snow, ITN, Tehran.
The government raised the issue of hijab. We were part of this revolution. We studied and worked in the hospitals. We treated the wounded during the revolution. After the army surrendered and the revolution triumphed, we were in the streets. Then Khomeini said, enough of demonstration, you go back to your homes. We did that. Since Thursday, we came back to streets again. We do not want hijab. If you wanted to impose hijab, you must have told us before.
شام تاریک ما
At this time, we wanted to quickly take a moment and highlight some of the ways WIN and ICWIN have been making a difference and what the aim is to do next. So first, we would like to give an update about Marilyn Fowler, founder of Women International Network, or WIN. As some of you may know, Marilyn sadly had a stroke a year ago. The attack impacted her speech and her motor skills on the right side of her body. So those of you who know her personally have relayed to me is that she's a ball of fire and is making some great progress, but she's surely missed with us here today. So thank you for being the leader that you are, and we miss you here. It is due to her foresight and inclusive nature that WIN was established. WIN's mission is to assure that all women and girls' voices are heard in public forum for full participation in their governments and economics. WIN maintains a consultative status with United Nations. Mission and vision of WIN and ICWIN in summary are listed in the program book that you can review, but in short, the vision is advocacy for gender equality, advocate and partner at city, county, and state level for adoption of CEDAW, be bold for change, educate, and unite against all forms of violence. Collaboration, create a dynamic platform to express a collective voice and unite for diversity. How relevant are all these topics in today's world? So it's so crucial for all of us to support and give and do whatever we can in our power. On the screen, you can see the 2-year summary of activities that ICWIN has organized. ICWIN is 100% volunteer-based and funded by your generous donations. 2017's focus was building intercultural connection, collaboration with other organizations and individuals. In 2018, in line with ICWIN's slogan, the focus was encouraging individuals to be bold for change and to embrace diversity. 2018 also is an exciting program, was introduced in 2018, leveraging on the UN consultative status of WIN. ICWIN started the program of sponsored UN delegation. The program is designed to allow 2 members of the Iranian American community to join WIN's coalition of delegates to UN's Commission on Status of Women, CSW, and events around it that take place in New York City every year. This unique opportunity has been possible by generous donations of the community to help the birthday wish of one of the members of the steering committee come true, our own Sudi June. The program will not only cover the lodging and travel expenses of these individuals, our member delegates will give them valuable mentoring information, guided tour of UN, and introduce them to the network of UN delegates. With us today are the 2019 sponsored delegates, 2 bright students that have honored their civic duties and participated in the democratic process. Kimia Mohebbi and Roxana Akbari. Come on up. Where are the young ladies? Please come up. We want to recognize you. Also with us today, yes, is the new ICWIN delegate to UN and the lady who will be presenting the ICWIN's message, Ms. Ruja Moshtaghi. Ruja Jun has been focused on working in refugee camps in Greece and most recently mobilized the minority vote, encouraging civic activities in local community. Please help me welcome this fierce young lady here.
Hello, everyone. I would like to start by first thanking you all for joining us today as we reflect on Iranian women's challenges and resistance, our hopes and desires, excitements and disappointments. This year marks the 40th anniversary of the Iranian Revolution and a time to review, recollect, and reimagine a future with gender equality, social justice, human dignity, and rights to be the reality for Iran. I am grateful to ICWIN, who has given me this opportunity to speak, being supportive to me and other younger newcomers to the field. ICWIN has a distinct mission for advocacy, to educate, and to work to unite against violence of all levels, and aims to work collaborating with other organizations in civil society.
به ساده لوحیت